I spent probably 3 to 4 hours doing all of those drawings yesterday to throw them into all of these envelopes that will be shipped to you guys who bought stickers. And I'm gonna assume we're more or less looking more forward to what you would get for a drawing. Some of my pen drawings definitely turn out better than others, especially when I'm drawing something that I'm a lot more comfortable with than, say, like a cat. One thing worth noting when I take on deciding to do like a drawing or something, when I send it with stickers, like the goal and the rule is when I start with an idea and I start drawing it, I'm not allowed to stop. Finish it, no matter how bad it is, it goes in the envelope and you receive it. It makes me laugh a lot, but I've like purposely started numbering all of these drawings that I'm gonna do from this point forward when I add them in a sticker pack. Hell, I might even just like throw an option on the store, spindat.com, for like a random drawing being mailed to you. I'll probably throw in stickers anyway, or like for a little bit more, you can request a drawing. That doesn't mean it's gonna be good. It means I'm just gonna try it and then I'm going to send it to you. So if you feel like getting number 28, order soon because someone will probably get it before you. As a matter of fact, if you're on the fence about it, you'll probably end up with number 40 or 41, 42, maybe even 44. It's just kind of like a fun thing for me to do on top of just like sending merch. I don't like how like one-sided that transaction is. I want you guys to get something else out of it, whether it's like a terrible drawing or not. I just want you to know that I appreciate the support. It's very labor intensive, but worth it nonetheless. On March 30th of 2020, it was a Monday. I went into work like I would any Monday morning at the job I'd used to have. The difference between that Monday and any other Monday was things were starting to ramp up. Things were getting bad and the writing was like fairly on the wall. If there was anyone in that office who was an obvious choice to be cut from the team that wouldn't be upset about it, it was me. And if you'll remember back to that like first day, that first upload, guys, I'm laid off. There is no better time than to start this business and make it work than right now. And one of the things I said I was gonna do with my time was learn how to kickflip on that thing. Now is a good time to revisit that subject and provide a bit of an update.
Espionage agent in the Western Hemisphere. I've been trying to get my hands on him for years. What's his next move?
But since you asked, I'll give it to you straight.
So when I first decided that I was gonna take on this little self-inflicted challenge, there was one thing that became increasingly and more painfully apparent just about every single time I attempted to ollie and flip a skateboard underneath me. One, I have zero control over what is going at all, and I'm relying completely and utterly on luck. And two, when it does seem like it was gonna come around, I am scared. I am scared to death about what that thing's gonna do underneath me if I put both my feet back on it. And I'm not doing it. Simply put, I have zero confidence nor any board control at all whatsoever. And the way that became so unbelievably and uncomfortably abundantly clear was when I decided, I wonder if I can even really do an ollie moving. I wonder if I could ollie over something. I wonder if I could ollie over. Was it? As a matter of fact, this is what I eventually settled on trying to get over at some point. It was around then that I had the realization that I was like, okay, I'm trying to do something that I'm not comfortable with, and I'm at this point, frustrated and not having fun doing it. But what looks fun and has become more fun is like developing a little bit of board control underneath me and just trying to like navigate my way through a skate park or just on the street, hop up onto stuff, drop back down, and have a feeling of like fulfilled completion of something. Something needs to give. I need to build up on something because I'm not gonna do this anytime soon. And I switched the goal a little bit as I just sort of tinkered around on a skateboard from land a kickflip to learn how to actually skateboard. That's where I'm floating right now. That's why I haven't made any like glorious grand video about like I finally learned a kickflip, not to mention it's been done a million times. But when I do one, I will show it. But right now what it is like I want to be able to ollie over stuff. I want to be ollieing 2 ways, which I did today. This clip right here, this is the first time I ever did that. And instantly being able to do that instilled a bunch of confidence and was way more fun than any flat, non-moving trick ever could be. As a matter of fact, completing that little line, the 2-way over to a rock and roll, back down a quarter pipe, was something that at the beginning of the summer last year, I never would have dreamt of being able to do. That quarter pipe was too high, the coping's too big, there's no way I'm ever gonna be able to ollie a skateboard. So at the height of my frustration, I decided not necessarily to give up, but to pivot and actually learn how to handle a skateboard, how to be able to earn the board control that's required to be able to do harder stuff later. So that I wasn't relying on luck and I was actually relying on my understanding of what the board is doing underneath me to be able to manipulate it and exploit it the way I want to later on. It's funny, I haven't had something with this sort of learning curve introduced into my life in a little while. I've ridden BMX my whole life and I've stayed on bikes the entire time that I've always fooled around with, so the skill has never really left. I've been making YouTube videos for like 5 or 6 years. I'm honing that skill right now. I know how to start this, create a product that's pretty good, and put it out for the world to see that I'm almost happy with every single time I make a video. Bike mechanics, obviously fluent in that. Everything I've been doing for the last little while has just been like a continuation of a skill I already know. Now I've got this other hobby, this skill that I'm starting from nowhere, and I forgot how frustrating it is to get to a point of comfort. And I'm trying to remember what it's like to overcome the frustration and the annoyance of like not being good at it already. And today being a good day of small accomplishments just gives that addictive shot of dopamine that makes you want to keep going. And that concludes the kickflip update. I have not landed one yet. I haven't given up. I've just decided to actually be a good skateboarder instead of a guy who can do a kickflip.